Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chris Donacher. I'm President and CEO of the St. Petersburg Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for coming to visit us in person or online if you're at home or in your office right now. We are at SpaceLab St. Pete, the newest co-working space. We're at 150 First Avenue, First Street South in the Northern Trust Building, if you recall that. We're on the first floor. We have a beautiful view. I'm sure you can see it if you're watching on the screen. We're in a space that actually the Chamber, believe it or not, has done at least one ribbon cutting in that I was part of. This used to be Kimley Horn when they moved to town. They came from Tampa and said, there's work to be done here. Well, they outgrew the space. But you know what, Mayor? That's a great story. When people get bigger, and now they've taken down more space in St. Pete, and they've got lots of employees here. And now it's time for the next part. So it's springtime, and we bring in new folks. And this is a story that is a beautiful love story you guys are going to hear about. It's about a love story of a family. It's a love story about how they have encored their careers into something pretty special. It's a love story about how they brought something from Detroit, Michigan here to St. Petersburg, and how they're going to continue to make sure that we're the best place on earth for every entrepreneur who's looking for space, who's looking to make sure they feel safe, that they belong and they matter. That's what these folks are doing for us, okay? So that's why we're here. Who you have in front of you guys are St. Petersburg. We've got our ambassadors here. They are members of our community. They don't like when I call them the day drinkers, but they tend to day drink because they come to these things a lot, because we celebrate ribbon cuttings a lot. We celebrate the spirit of the entrepreneur every day in St. Pete. We want to make sure that our entrepreneurs feel like they have others around that they can celebrate, that they have new spaces to go to as well. You also have in the room probably the most important pieces of it is our government. If our business community and our government aren't on the same page, you will find yourself in a community that you do not want to be part of. We are blessed to be on the same page with our mayor. We're blessed that we're being invested in to continue this kind of work through our greenhouse and all of our activities. We have a mayor who knows we are creative. We have a mayor who knows that we want to continue to grow. We have a mayor who knows that inclusivity and equity are important. We have a mayor who knows we are St. Pete. May I introduce Mayor Ken Welch.
Woo!
Thank you, Chris, and welcome, St. Pete. It is great to be here. I love the smell of progress in the afternoon. I just want to welcome the Burtons. I'm so excited about the entrepreneurial spirit and what you bring. And Chris, what's great about this is a gift that keeps giving, because this helps other entrepreneurs move forward their vision for products and services. So we are so excited to have y'all here in St. Pete. I want to ask a member of my team, Eric Vaughn, to bring up a couple of gifts we have for you. First, we let me see if I want to get first. First, we know you might have a lot of Tigers here.
Michigan. He's a Michigan guy.
And then we have a saying, because you can tell there's something different about St. Pete. We are a community. We understand we're all in this together. And so a thing that we say and that we live by is we are St. Pete. And I want to make sure you have this. We are St. Pete here as well. So welcome to St. Pete, and thanks for everything you're doing.
I'm sure my gift is coming, but I'm sure you have time for it or something. So you've heard a little bit about the Burtons from Detroit, but they fell in love with St. Pete. They took a cruise out of, I'm going to pronounce it like Tampa. I think it's They took a cruise out of Tampa, and but Karen was really interested in the arts, and she heard something about another community across the water. So the arts were the entrepreneur to our community. So when we say that everything matters, what we build, it really does. Yeah, we don't know what the entrepreneur is looking for in our community. We want those best of everything. We saw the arts. Started to come down here. Just started to come down here to see what this is about. And then you got to retire from that big bad bank.
Yes.
He did his time. He served his time. He did his nickel on this thing, right?
Yes, sir.
And now he's that encore that we all can take, that, hey, I've got still juice in the tank, but I want to do things for others. I want to pay this thing forward. So that's what you guys have done for us, is you see an opportunity and you fell in love with the community and you brought your love to our community. Will you tell us a little bit more of the story?
they didn't need me anymore. So they gave me a nice big parachute, and I took it. And at that time, I wanted to come here. But my wife had always had a dream about opening a co-working space. So that is how we launched SpaceLab Detroit. So we went through a program called Motor City Match, and we won. And we got assistance from the city, and so we opened SpaceLab Detroit in 2017, and it's still going strong. So, but I never gave up the dream of moving here. So when the opportunity presented itself, we said, okay, it's time to expand. And what you see here is our expansion. It is truly a gift from God, thanks to this gentleman right here. He put up with us for like a year and a half going through spaces until he brought us here. And the minute he brought us here, we knew we were home. So that's how we ended up in this particular location. And as I say, Karen has always had a great love for art. And so that's what attracted her to St. Petersburg, is the strength of the art community here. And so we're here now. And so you guys have to put up with us for the foreseeable future.
Welcome.
Woo!
I'm sure people are curious about the name and like who do you see here in the future? So tell a little bit about the name, where you came from on that, and then what you want to have happen here in this space.
So my background is in architecture. So I envisioned a space where my colleagues and I could come together to work on projects together, to collaborate, bounce ideas off of each other. And that's what we built in Detroit. A lot of our in-house members are architects, engineers, real estate developers, and contractors. But we've expanded where we have all types of entrepreneurs in our space. We do have one of our business partners and members of SpaceLab Detroit, Carolyn Buckles, here with us. So she came down to celebrate, and she immediately fell in love with the space. She's staying around the corner. She loves the area, so you're going to see her a lot more often too. So, you know, we envisioned the same thing here. We saw all of the construction and all of the artwork and the murals and things here in St. Pete, and we work with the mural program in Detroit. We just love the arts, and we love building and growing communities. That's the main thing. So we want to do that here and work with you to do that here, and we're excited to be here.
Woo!
Good deal. All right.
Yeah.
So before we cut this, let's make sure we don't leave anything that the viewing audience may want to learn about this place, because those of us who can see it, it looks like a large space. Tell us a little bit about how many people can be in here. What kind of space is this?
Oh man, we can fit a couple hundred people in here.
Don't say that on tape.
Don't say that.
Okay. Edit that out.
So we have about
So
30.
we
you can
have
research.
28 open desks, and then we have 8 offices.
Right. So, but they're looking to at least start off with 100 members. So if you're interested in learning about memberships, they have all different sizes. So you can just be somebody who comes in and checks in, or you can have a bigger space. You can have all the different ways to do that. But what they're trying to do is get 100 different subscribers, and then by that you'll have about, at any given time, about 35, 40 people working in here at any moment in time to do that. So if you are that kind of person who's looking for some space, wants a new view, and has a beautiful opportunity here, that's the kind of opportunity that this creates for. So it allows everybody who's trying to get going a quick way to enter and an opportunity to meet others as well. All right, so that's what we're up to today.
Awesome.
All right.
And I do want to say, thank you all. I have never met a more welcoming bunch, a more welcoming group of people than everybody here in St. Pete. You have been so welcoming and so, you have embraced us, and we love it. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for being St. Pete.
All right.
Woo! Yeah. Woo!
All right, then you're going to just pose to begin with, guys. We're just going to look at it. All right. I just look, and we're just going to look at that big camera that's
Right here. Ready?
that looks like the city one.
Beautiful.
And now we're going to look over to the left just a little bit, because there's some of our ambassadors posting for us on Facebook. All right, so I hope you feel like the love is here. I hope you understand you have a new home, and you've got a new neighbor. So let's make sure that we celebrate this. Stick around. There's awesome food, awesome drink, and a way to join as a member as well. On the count of 3, man, let's do this. All right, 1, 2, 3.